Hey guys, how are you? See if we get a couple people in here. Y'all have to excuse my hair. It's just a whatever kind of night. You feel me? So, happy birthday to all of my August Leos out there. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday, Leos. How are you guys? I miss you. Of course, this is your Divine Cancerian Goddess here with you, and I am back with another video here on this channel. Make sure that if you're watching this, that you click like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification so you know when I post new content, and so you know when I go live here on this channel. You guys don't want to miss out on these lives, okay? Hopefully you guys, yeah, that's really bright in my face. Ugh. Hopefully you guys were able to catch my live earlier. If you didn't, it is still up. I did the Leo bonus reading as well as the Virgo bonus reading. Let me turn this off, you guys. Sorry. So let's see if we get a couple people here in the house. I hope that everyone's doing good. I miss you guys. Hopefully you guys missed my face. I missed you guys. These past couple of weeks have been pretty tiring. You see, I haven't changed my hair yet, and usually I would have probably changed my hair by now, but it's just been so much going on. Trying to take this time to relax, relate, release. Hopefully everyone is doing the same. So I just wanted to get on here tonight and show some love to my Leos, because we are still in Leo season. I just feel like I haven't shown enough love to you guys, especially because I have some very special Leos in my life, okay? So tonight we're discussing all things Leo, okay? Everything that has to do with the Leo, okay? The sun, enlightenment, okay? Who can live without a Leo? Who can live without a Leo? Okay, Leos are really fun. They're protective. They're nurturing, okay? First things first with the Leo. Leos make excellent partners. Leos make excellent parents, okay? They are natural born leaders. They are very protective of their friends and family. Leos are actually very giving as well. You'll know if a Leo is really into you like that, because Leos, they like to spoil the people that they love. They like to be able to do things for the people that they care about. So if you do have a lovely Leo in your life and this person is very generous towards you, you know, don't take that for granted, because Leos, they are very generous and they are very giving, but they don't like to feel like they're being taken advantage of. So make sure that you let your Leo know that you love and appreciate everything that they do for you. That will just only make them want to do more for you anyway. Leos are actually very passionate and emotional. I find that a lot of people think that Leos are just very vain and full of themselves, which they can be. Leos can be very cocky. They can be very vain. They can be very much full of themselves. But Leos are actually very passionate. This fixed fire sign is very passionate about not only the people who are in their lives, but they're also very passionate about whatever it is that they do. Leos are very driven. Once they have their mindset on something, it's not much that you can do. Well, it's nothing that you could do to stop them from pursuing whatever it is that they want to pursue, whether it be a love relationship or career. These are very driven people, okay? Leos are typically not lazy. They're not lazy. They may come off lazy at times because it may take them a little more motivation for them to kind of jump start something. But once they get started on something, on a goal, on a task or whatever, They are driven. They are all in. They are motivated. They are hardworking. And they are very dedicated and loyal to whatever it is that they're interested in, whatever they do. They have that same passion. The same passion that they have for relationships and family is the same passion and drive that they have for their careers. So these people are just made for success. Okay, if they put their minds to something, they can definitely be successful at whatever it is that they want to be successful in. Now, the thing with Leos is Leos, they give a lot. Okay, Leos give a lot. They're very generous. So it's really important that the Leo takes time to give to themselves, to give back to themselves. It's important for the Leo to have some alone time as well. Okay, Leos could come off as a little withdrawn sometimes, and it's just so that they can recharge. You know, they'll be back, but let your Leo recharge themselves, because Leos can kind of get exhausted because, you know, they feel that they hold such a responsibility to their loved ones. They hold such great responsibility. It's really important that Leos take the time to reflect and rest, you know, and do for themselves. Self-care is very important for a Leo, okay? Because you don't want them to get drained, because then they get agitated and they'll just lash out, okay? This is fire. This is the lion. So you don't want your Leo to be overwhelmed and lash out because they haven't had that time to recharge, or they haven't had that time to themselves. It doesn't take them very long to recharge. They don't need very much time to themselves, but they do need that, okay? They do need that, okay? I think we all do, but especially the Leo. Especially the Leo, the Cancer, yeah, the Leo, the Cancer, and I'll say the Scorpio. That alone time is really like vital to them in order for them to stay in a good mood, because Leos can be a little grouchy at times, you know, especially if they don't get that time to themselves, and if they feel like, you know, their energy's just being stretched out too thin. You know, Leo, you don't want to stretch your energy out too thin. So, oh, okay. Make sure that if you hop in the live, guys, that you hit that thumbs up. That really, really helps. Thank you so much. If I haven't already said it, I'm going to say it again. You know, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at divine_guidance777. And if you want to request a personal reading with me, you can DM me. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Okay, I got disconnected. You can DM me on that Instagram page, and I'm also going to leave my email in the description box below, okay? Make sure to follow my page. It's really cool. Also, shout out to Aquarian Empress Tarot. Make sure to check out her page. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. She's super, super sweet, okay? And she, I mentioned this in a previous video. She also makes her own deck, so make sure to check her out on Etsy as well. So back to our Leos. Leos are sometimes mistaken for being vain, or being very full of themselves, being very confident and cocky. But really, that's a cover-up. Okay? The Leo Sun person, that's the way that they want people to view them, as very confident, as almost cocky. As sometimes it comes off as overly confident. And that's just to cover up whatever insecurities that Leo deals with. Leos actually deal with a lot of insecurities, okay? Female Leos and male Leos. They actually really struggle with confidence So they have to act as if they have the confidence that they are lacking. So it's like the more cocky and confident a Leo comes off, most likely they're actually very self-conscious, and they may struggle with self-esteem issues. When you find a Leo that's very loud, a Leo that's very boisterous and full of themselves, that Leo probably deals with a lot of self-confidence issues, but they don't like to show it. They don't like to be seen in that kind of light, especially if you have your sun in Leo and your rising in Leo. You definitely want people, because your sun sign is how people view you. That's just like surface level, and your rising is the way you want people to see you as. So whenever I look at a birth chart and I see that the rising ascendant sign is in Leo, I'm like, okay, let's check out this moon sign and see how this person really feels. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a Leo a little time to realize, how wonderful they are. Sometimes it takes a Leo a little time to mature and understand their self-worth. So they may use that very giving side of them, that very generous nature, to get people to like them. And that's a bad trait that Leos have, especially when they're young, when they're unevolved, when they don't know any better. They overcompensate, they do too much for people, and they kind of get taken advantage of. So, that could cause a Leo to be a little selfish later on in life. It may cause them to not trust very easily. Okay, so be very careful how you treat your Leo. Okay, Leos are actually very sensitive. I think the Leo is the most sensitive and the most emotional of the fire signs. Okay, if I had to categorize them from the most emotional to the least emotional, the most emotional would be the Leo, and then the Aries, and then the Sagittarius. Sagittarius would be last. Sagittarius would be the last, but Leo would definitely be the first. These are fun-loving people. Okay, Leos always, they bring the joy to the party. They're the life of the party. Even when they're not trying to be the life of the party, people want them there, because it's just something about having that Leo in the crowd. Leos are fixed. So Leos can sometimes be very set in their ways. They can be very stubborn. Fixed signs tend to be very stubborn and set in their ways. Especially like an older Leo who's kind of been there, done that. You may find that Leo, it's really hard for them to take the opinions of others and actually apply them to their own lives. But they always want you to like imply their opinions and their thoughts and feelings into your own life. Like Leos can be like that sometimes. Leos can be the kind of people where like they can't take advice, but they want to give advice all the time. So that is one of the personality traits of the Leo. Okay. Leos are very fun and charismatic. Okay, if you're having a bad day and you got a Leo friend, I'm pretty sure that that's the friend that you call to, pick you up, okay, and to put you in a better mood. Leos do not like to see the people that they care about struggle, okay? They hate that, okay? Leos are the kind of friends that you could depend on to really be there for you and, bail you out, help you get a place, help you with your kids, help you with whatever. Like Leos, they are extremely loyal and dedicated to the people in their lives that they love and care about. And that's why you should always cherish your Leo friends, okay? Because those are the friends that's really going to be there for you and really stick by your side. But one thing about a Leo is, Once you cross a Leo, or once you do a Leo wrong, that's it. It's no coming back from that. Once you do a Leo wrong, once you break a Leo's heart, once you know, do something shady or shicey towards your Leo, especially if they've been good to you, that's it. Once a Leo's done with you, they're done with you. They'll give you the world, but when they're done with you, they're done with you, okay? Because they take their loyalty, they take their pride very seriously, and they take relationships very seriously, okay? Oh, my Chris was chipping. I'm not sure why. Okay. Yeah, Leos are very loyal, and they want the same loyalty and respect in return. And if they feel like they're not getting that loyalty and respect in return, they are going to piece the hell out. They will piece the hell out. Yeah, once a Leo's done, the Leo's done. Let's see if anybody is hooked in here. Hello, hello, lovely Leo lady. I have a female Leo best friend. You guys are awesome. And I'm a Leo cusp, so I just naturally, I guess, attract Leos, and I love Leos. Hello guys, I'm a Cancer Leo. Oh, that's so cool. You're a Cancer Leo cusp. That's so cool. I am too. It's so funny. When I actually did the Cancer Leo cusp video, I didn't think a lot of people would like be drawn to it. I'm like, they're not even gonna know what that is. But when I did it, like all the Cancer Leo cusp came out of the box. Like you all just came from wherever you were. Like, hey, me too. It's just the cutest thing to me. So, happy belated birthday to you. You probably had a birthday that just passed. I know I did. So I was just discussing some characteristics of the Leo. And Cancer Leo cusp, we also carry different traits of the Leo. The thing with the cuspy sign is you get your good traits from one sign, and then you pick up the bad traits from the other sign. So like I've said before, I feel like I get my, I don't know, sometimes I don't know what's going on. But most of the time I feel like I get my negative emotional traits from my Cancer side, because I kind of always expect the worst out of things, or expect the worst out of people. Like I'm always mentally preparing myself for the worst, and I just feel like that's like a dark-sided Cancer trait. But then when it comes to my drive, and when it comes to you know, my work ethic, when it comes to my loyalty, the way that I view relationships, I get that positive trait from my Leo side. I'm very serious about my friendships, my relationships. Like I don't play about loyalty. I'm very serious about that. I do not want to be crossed. That's why my guard is always up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on that. But yeah, same to you. Yes, on the 25th. Oh, happy belated birthday, sweetheart. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, crazy loyal. Yeah. I literally have like 3 friends. I can count my friends on my hands. Like I have a lot of, I tend to have like a lot of associates and people that know me, and I know of people, but like to let people close in my life and in my circle, you know, around my family, I'm real selective, because I don't play. I do not play. Because when I love hard. And when I give damn near everything. So I'm real like sensitive about who I let close to me. And even when I do let somebody close to me, I'm still like, if you mess up, I will bite your head off. I'll just bite it off. Ridiculous. But you see, that's the dark-sided you know, that's the darker trait of the Cancer in me. You know what I'm saying? Kind of expecting the worst, looking for the worst in things, repressing emotions. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I don't have a problem with cutting people off either. Yeah. I'll cut you off. If I feel like you shady or if your energy ain't right, yeah, I'll leave you alone. I don't entertain foolishness at all whatsoever. I'm like a no BS kind of person. No BS. And you know, Cancer, Leo, Cusp, we kind of have it hard because, and especially the Leos, because I guess Leos and Cancer, Leo, Cuspies, we tend to want to see ourselves in other people, or we expect the same kind of loyalty and respect out of other people, and then when we don't get that, it's like extremely disappointing. You get what I'm saying? It's like really bad. It's like we go through really bad heartbreaks. Like the way our heart breaks is different. The way a Leo heart breaks is different. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like, you know, we have to learn to not expect us out of other people. I'm learning that. I'm learning to just accept people for who they are as individuals and not try to see myself in them, or not try to push my morals and my beliefs onto other people. No matter how much sense I think it makes, I'm like, okay, I'm an individual just like they're an individual. So, you know, we have to respect each other's differences and just keep it pushing. You know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that'll save you a lot of heartbreak. That'll save you a lot of confusion when you just accept people for who the heck they are. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And check out the bonus read for the Leos. I should do a bonus read for my Cancer, Leo, Cusp. I get so much love from you guys. How would you like that? A bonus, would you guys want a general read or a love read? Honestly, I like just doing the generals because I feel like whatever comes up, comes up. But when you focus on one particular thing, I just feel like, you know, you're not getting everything that you need. Super disappointing general. Okay, cool. So I'll definitely do a general for my Cancer, Leo, Cusp. I'll make sure to do that. And check out my Instagram page. I'm gonna put everything in the description box below. Divine_guidance 777. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can hit me up there. And I'm also gonna put my email in the description box as well. No problem, sweetheart. No problem. I haven't been on here in a minute. Like, I have been on here. I was on here today. But I was doing the readings. You know, I don't have my face in the readings, but I'm like, let me give you guys my face. I feel like you guys haven't seen me in a while. Okay, cool. Great. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love from all my subscribers, always. And make sure that you hit up Aquarian Empress Tarot. She's really awesome. Make sure you check out her channel too. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out her shop on Etsy. She is an amazing reader. She's such a sweetheart. So always make sure I show her love when I get on here. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, are you patient? Oh yes, I love Sade. I love Sade. I always thought she's two R&B singers that I find absolutely drop dead gorgeous is Sade and Erykah Badu. I find them to be like the most beautiful women. Yeah, I love Sade. When I first met my boyfriend, I don't think he really was familiar with Sade. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, dudes don't really, you know what I'm saying? Dudes don't really listen to this. And I would play this in his car all the time, and now he vibes to it too. So, everybody I meet, I gotta put them onto the old school. You walk in my house, you ain't gonna hear nothing but Sade, Erykah Badu, okay, Mary J. Blige. I'm very old school 90s R&B. Yeah. And he's so wonderful. When I first met him, you know, guys like, you know, that hardcore, you know, rap music. They call it drill music or whatever. I would get in his car and turn that shit on and put on Sade. Like, listen, this is how we ride today, all right? Yes, yes, yes. Chill vibes. I just be chilling. Whole vibe. Put my kid to sleep. Pour me some wine. I'm about to go get the bottle out the refrigerator because that's going to be gone tonight. Okay? This has been quite a week for me. Okay? Quite a week. I can listen to Sade morning, noon, and night, okay? Morning, noon, and night. I love, love, love her. I think she's gorgeous. Girl, let me go get my bottle. You inspiring me. Because this cup almost empty. Let me go get my bottle. That's what I'm about to go do. I think my son is knocked out because it's quiet. I think he's going to turn off the TV and knocked out. I'm like, oh, yes. Shout out to the moms out there. Shout out to all my moms. Single moms, not single moms. Shout out to us. Okay? I'm trying not to knock this thing over. I'm trying to get up and get to a bottle. Oh, yes. Yeah, divine femininity. And what I love about being a Cancer Leo cusp is I feel like we balance out our divine masculine and divine feminine so well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be a flower and I could be really feminine and really girly. Or I could be a whole gangster. Like, it just depends. It just depends on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're so lucky. My son is 10 years younger than yours. My son just turned 7. And oh my goodness. My son just turned 7. He just had a birthday the 4th of July. Yeah. Team single mom. It is rough, but we do it, girl. Somebody got to do it. 17. You almost out the woods. I'm trying to get to where you at. You almost out the woods. It's not easy, but they're so loving. Right? Right? At least yours is older. You know, he could go out with his friends. You sheepy? Come lay down. I don't put my son on the camera because, I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with it because you just never know who's watching. Not saying you, but you just never know. I'm a Cancer. That's the private side of me. Yeah, yours can go out with his friends, or if he has a little girlfriend or something, he got his little social life. Yeah, he's so precious. Oh my God, my son is like attached to my hip, okay? He's attached to my hip. But it's my fault. Mommy? Yes. Yeah, such a precious age. It is. Everybody's like, oh, enjoy this because he's going to get to an age where he's not going to talk to you anymore. Yeah, I don't. He wants to have his own YouTube channel. My son, he watches these kids, they have the parents and stuff with their kids on YouTube, and they, review different toys, and they do little fun stuff and play games and everything like that. And I'm not against it. It's just not for me. It's so much that goes on the internet, and there's so many like, weird people, and I don't know. Maybe when he's a little older. Yeah, you're both protective of each other. Y'all look out for each other. And that's so good that you guys are close like that. I always said I want to be close like that with my son. I'm like, I say that now. I don't know how I'm going to feel by the time he gets as old as your child. But I'm like, oh, he can just live with me forever. My son, he never has to leave. He doesn't have to go anywhere if he doesn't want to. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be one of those cool moms where, like, his friends are going to want to come over all the time and play video games and, eat junk. I always wanted, like, my house to be that kind of house. Like, I'm like the mama of the neighborhood. Like, you can come to my house and get a hot plate. You can come to my house and chill. Maybe like one of those soccer moms with a minivan. I don't know. If it happens, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, my son, I'm still like working on him. Like, and I know it's my fault I spoiled him, because since he came home from the hospital, like, he's never had to like sleep in his own bed. And I tell like young moms that I see with like little kids, and they sleep with their kids in the bed, they let their kids sleep with them, I'm like, please stop, because when they get this big, it ain't cute no more. Yeah, that'll probably be my house too. Yeah, when they get this big, it ain't cute no more. I'm like, boy, you're going to be getting your own room, because you're getting too old for this. My mother calls my son a breast baby, because I breastfed him. So she's like, that's why he's attached to you like that, because he's a breast baby. I'm like, maybe, because, he could be dead sleep, but let him not feel me next to him, like, for a certain amount of time. Oh, he's up. He's up and looking for me. Like, when he was a baby up until even now, sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night or something, and he'll be right here in my face. Like, he used to sleep, like, in my face, even as a baby. He had to, like, breathe in my face. It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. It is still like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be 17, 18. Is he still gonna be wanting to climb in my bed and breathe in my face? Like, I don't know what it is about that. I think he'll grow out of it. See, I definitely have a mini SUV, and I'm a football mom. Oh wow, you're a football mom. That's so fun. I don't care what sport my son plays. I just want him to play a sport. I would love for him to play football. I know my dad would love for him to play football. Oh my gosh, my dad's a super football fan. So my whole family is Team Dolphins. So if you're not a Dolphins fan, boo. I did want to put my son in boxing, but I don't know. I want him to be in a sport where it doesn't just fuel aggression. Like, when I think of like boxing, kickboxing, things of that nature, I feel like those sports, do they just fuel aggression? Like, I want them to teach, I think any sport should teach like responsibility first, self-control, responsibility. I don't know. I just don't think he's mature enough right now for that. Right now, at his age, I would do like baseball or something. I would love to see my son in a baseball outfit go play baseball. Oh my gosh. Um, discipline in that. Discipline, and that's when he chose football. My mama had me and my brother in karate first. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. I think karate is a better avenue for younger children because it does teach discipline first. I think boxing is more appropriate for like an older child that has more understanding for, okay, this is, you don't just go around beating the hell out of people. So, because my son could be a little impulsive, so I'm like, I don't know. You teach him how to knock somebody out, and he gonna be looking for any for any reason. Because he's gonna think it's a game or a cartoon or something. My son is very animated. I wouldn't be surprised because he's a Cancer, and Cancers can be very animated and charismatic. And you know, the arts and acting is something that's really good for Cancers, especially the Cancer males. Okay, so yeah, he may just be like, "Oh, this is funny," beat the hell out of somebody. So. I think my kid would do really good in acting and drama too. He is so he's so funny. My son's always the life of the party. People love to just sit around and listen to him. He's hilarious. It's just like oh, thank you. I didn't know that was the color. I thought this was like fuchsia. I don't know what this is. I got this from Rainbow like a year ago. It's just, I am truly a Cancer. I don't get rid of clothes until like they're holy and the seams is coming loose. It's just, yeah, I hold on to everything. I got clothes in here from years ago. You wouldn't even tell. You wouldn't even be able to tell. Yeah. Oh, there goes my Leo right now. Yeah, I don't throw clothes away. I don't. Jeez. That's terrible. I need to clean out my closet now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to clean out my closet. I've been avoiding my closet all week. I've been avoiding going in there all week. I literally, like, it's just clothes everywhere. I have so many clothes, I don't throw anything away. I'm like, all right, seriously, I need to go through this stuff and take a trip to the Goodwill because this is getting ridiculous. Jeez, being drowned by clothes. And then when it's time for me to go out, I have the nerve to say I don't have anything to wear. Isn't that terrible? Okay, I'm gonna go grab this bottle. What are you sipping on? I'm gonna show you the wine that I'm drinking. This is my favorite. Okay, I used to Oh my gosh. My grandpa wasn't a hoarder, God rest his soul. But my grandmother on my mother's side is a hoarder. And I'm just like her. Oh my goodness. Both of them. I'm blessed to have two grandmothers and they're both hoarders. And I'm just like them. Oh gosh. That's so funny. And you wouldn't think that I was a hoarder like that, because my moon is in Virgo and I was raised by a Virgo woman, and I was in a Sagittarius father. And my Sagittarius father loves to throw things away. Like, he doesn't keep anything. Like, you can buy something brand new with the directions, he'll throw the damn directions away. That's how terrible it is. He throws everything away. So you would think I'd be a little more neat and organized. Forget about it. No. Like, I believe in cleanliness, like being clean. But like, as far as being organized, like, I have to be in the mood to organize. Because my son's still in Cancer, Leo, Cusp. So I still have that hoarder tendency. I think with my moon being in Virgo though, I'm more analytical and detail oriented and organized when it comes to Pinto Grigio Vintage Brand. Oh yeah, I like that one too. I'm more analytical, like, with my relationships with people. Like, the Virgo in me comes out and shows through how I deal with relationships, more than like my own, more than like, you know, stuff like this, clothes and being neat and tidy and stuff like that. I'm really not the tidiest person. I can be when I feel like it. Like, I felt like it today, so I cleaned my house. Well, I straightened up and everything like that. But I'm not like OCD with it. My mom's son is in Virgo, so she's like OCD with it. Like, there's just nothing wrong with that. You can literally eat a plate of food off her floor. It's so freaking clean. Sometimes I go to her house and she's mopping and I'm like, why are you mopping? There's literally nothing on the floor. She's like, you don't see the dust? And I'm like, no. Only your Virgo self sees the dust. Only you. But my moon is in Virgo, so when it comes to how I deal with my relationships, I'm pulling more from Virgo. Yeah, I can be really critical of myself, and I can be really critical of others too, but they don't know that I'm being critical of them. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I can be really critical, but I'm not like out there with it. I'm not like, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. I'll just sit back and be like, okay. And I'll just deal with you a little different. You'll be trying to figure out what the hell. I'm analyzing yourself. I'm clean, but I can save my stuff, especially if you don't have the proper things to organize. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been looking for a bigger place, because I'm like, me and my son, we're growing out of this place. Like, I just feel like I'm expanding so much. It's definitely time for a bigger place. I need, like, for all the clothes that, between me and my son, all the clothes that we have, I need, like, 2 extra closets. Like, I need like 2 extra closets, an extra room, like another dresser. Like, I need so much stuff. But I guarantee you, like, once I go through this stuff and I actually pick out the stuff that we don't wear, we can't wear anymore, I have so much more space. I'm just, I'm just dreading it because there's so much. I'm gonna make my son help me. That'll probably make me feel better. Make my kid do it. Yeah, I can be really hard on myself, very critical of myself. Virgos are like that, though. Virgos are like that. I have a video also on the Virgo moon, and I have another one on the Virgo female in a relationship with a Cancer male. So I've touched on Virgo a little bit. We're going to be entering into Virgo season soon. So I'm going to be touching a lot on the Virgos. Let me get my let me go get my bottle of wine. Oh, excuse me. Or forward. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I'm still learning how to work this doggone thing. Whatever. I'm gonna go grab my bottle. BRB. Okay. Okay. So I have to take the this right here. This is what I am sipping on. This is my favorite. I used to work at this school, okay, with this I don't know if you could even see it. Maybe not, whatever. But I used to work at this school with this Jewish lady, and her son brought this for us for a Christmas party. And ever since I had this wine, like, no other wine compares. It's like, this is the only one that I like. I'm like, oh, it's so delicious. Every time I see, it's like $12 a bottle. Every time I see it, I just have to have it. I keep like 2 in my refrigerator at all times. For real, my whole room is my closet. Like, literally. I can't fit another thing in my closet. And I get so upset with myself when I go out and buy a new dress or a t-shirt or whatever, or I'm going out with the girls, so I'll go pick something up. And then I come home and I have all this shiznits in my closet, in my room, and I'm like, why'd I buy this? Where am I gonna put it? You know what I'm saying? I have so much stuff in here. I only wore like one time. It's just terrible because it's like, I don't know. I guess it's just a girl thing. I don't like to wear anything twice, especially if I'm going out, because you want to take pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just the Virgo in me. Just being overly critical of myself. I'm like, oh, I can't wear this again. I already wore it. Go get something else. That's why I have the problems I have now. But is it a crime? No, it is not. Oh, it tastes so good. Leos. What other zodiac signs do you personally believe a Leo would pair very well with? And what signs do you believe a Leo should never pair with? I like the bottle. Me too. You should try it. Bartenura. product of Italy. You should try it. It's really good. It's really good. Signs that I think pair really well with the Leo. Now they say not to make, now I'm going to go through the water signs first. Now I know that they say not to pair fire with water, blah, blah, blah. But Leos actually get along really well with water signs, okay? And I know that actually personally. Leos actually get along really well with water signs because Leos are equally, why are we like this? Oh, we're like this because we have children, okay? That's my excuse. That's my drinking excuse. Have a child. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay? Let me have it. Leos, to me, are equally as emotional and as passionate as your fellow water signs, okay? To me, the Leo is like the water sign of the fire signs, okay? They're very loving, they're very open, they're very passionate. And when they love hard, they love deep, okay? I believe that the Leo and the Cancer will pair very well in a love relationship because Leos love to be pampered and Leos love to feel important. They like to be tended to, and Cancers are naturally nurturers and they like to pamper. So, you know, they serve each other very well in that aspect. Where they may find a problem is the Cancer is very sensitive in the way that they communicate their emotions. You have to really pay attention to a Cancer to really understand how they're feeling, because Cancers, this is the moon, so Cancers tend to suppress their feelings a little bit, and it's kind of hard for them to open up and truly tell you straight up how they're feeling. So you have to really pay close attention to your Cancer. So Leos, you know, Leos can be a little impatient in that way. Leos, this is the sun. They're very straightforward. They tell it like it is, how it is, and they want their partner to be the same. But if you're in a partnership where you're a Leo with a Cancer, you have to have a little more patience with your Cancer and kind of coach your Cancer out of that shell to understand what they need from you emotionally. But they serve each other very well because the Leo loves to be pampered and the Cancer has absolutely no problem with pampering her Leo. Now, the Leo and the Pisces. I do not believe a Leo and a Pisces, well, I don't think a Leo male and a Pisces female should be in a love relationship, and I'll tell you why. The Pisces female can come off as too opinionated to the Leo male. Leos do not like to be controlled. Leos do not like to be told what to do. Leos don't like to feel like their opinions or what they're saying to you doesn't matter because you have, you know, your own opinion or something like that. Like, I don't know. Leos are like that. They don't like people. They like people who have a mind of their own and who are opinionated, but the Pisces can be a little bit too opinionated, and the Pisces is mutable. So sometimes the Pisces may come off as like flaw in a way to the Leo, because the Leo is fixed. So it's like once they have an idea about something or somebody, like that's pretty much it. With the Pisces, it feels like with them, they just agree with everybody, or they just try to understand everything. Like the Leo will question the loyalty of the Pisces because the Pisces is mutable. The Pisces is trying to understand everything from everybody else's perspective. And the Leo wants you to be down just for them. Like, even if the Leo does something wrong, like, don't correct them in front of other people. Even if the Leo does something that you don't like wait until you're in private. But that's not the characteristics of the Pisces. So I think they would kind of bump heads a little bit. Yeah, I've never dealt with a love relationship with the Pisces. Honestly, and this is so terrible. I'm an emotional guest. Yeah, I can be too when I want to be. Like, and my my boyfriend says this about me all the time. And I don't think this is true. I don't think it's completely true. But he's always like, oh, you know how to turn your emotions on and off like a light switch. And I'm just like, not so much turn my emotions on and off, but I know when to show them and not to show them. I can hide my emotions really good. Like, I can put on a pretty good poker face. Like, you'll think everything's all good. And it ain't. And he hates that. So I'm trying to work on that, I swear. I don't turn my emotions on and off, but I know how to hide my emotions. I know how to suppress my emotions very well. The one that tripped me up with the most was my birthday twin, and he's still on my mind. He asked me to be with him, but I rejected him, and I know that's different. Okay, dealt with a Scorpio, which that's, you dealt with a Scorpio. My sister's a Scorpio. Scorpios? And I've ran into a couple of Scorpios. I don't do Scorpios. Scorpios are just a little bit like too dark for me. Like, Scorpios, they can be kind of mean. Not all of them, but the thing about a Scorpio is, like, you have to really know a Scorpio to know a Scorpio. They're very secretive. They're a little too secretive for me. They're a little too mysterious for me. And you're a Cancer Leo cusp, and you were dealing with the Scorpio. The thing about a Cancer with a Scorpio is, Cancer's a cardinal, okay? So Cancers don't have a problem with stirring up things to get, you know, the information that they need or get what they want out of their person. The Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So this is not someone that's going to easily open up to you emotionally, okay? This is not a person that likes to deal with their deepest, darkest feelings out in the open. And it just feels like the Cancer would be constantly trying to dig and get out of that Scorpio what they need from them. It's almost like it's almost like a losing battle with the Cancer and a Scorpio. I feel like the Cancer would get irritated with the Scorpio not being open with them, and that would cause the Cancer not to really trust that Scorpio, because it's like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, I don't really know what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? I gotta dig a little bit too much. So I think the Scorpio is a little too mysterious for the Cancer. And we already skeptical of people, so we don't need nobody acting mysterious around us. Well, what was the reason, oh, if you don't mind me asking, I'm so nosy. What was the reason for the rejection, though? You said birthday twin, so he's a Cancer Leo cusp as well? And a Cancer Leo cusp with a Cancer Leo cusp, oh, I know that was a dramatic ass relationship. I know it was so traumatic. Y'all had ups and downs like a mug if he's a Cancer Leo cusp like you. Passionate, fiery, but very dramatic, very up and down. But I guess I could say I'm somewhat of an emotional, well, no, I'm not. I'm not emotional against. My poker face is crazy. No one ever knows when I'm going through something unless I tell them. Yeah. The only person that I know on planet Earth, okay, that can tell when something's wrong with me, even through my poker face, is my mother. That's the only person That's the only person that can pick up. It don't matter. I could be acting normal. Everybody else around me will think everything's all good. My mom, that lady there, she will know. She will be able to know. She'll be able to tell if something's wrong with me. It's like she can smell it on me. It's the craziest thing. I'm like, lady, how do you know? She's like, you're my child. I gave birth to you. Mom's zodiac sign. Oh, your mother is a Scorpio? Your mom's a Scorpio? My mother is a Virgo. My sister is a Scorpio. And you know what's so funny? My brother's a Cancer, and we're day and night. We are day and night. Maybe because, well, no, we're both cusp, aren't we? Because he was, his birthday is July 19th. I'm the 21st. I believe he's a cusp as well. But we're nothing alike, though. He's very extroverted. He's very, maybe because he takes that extroversion from the Leo side of him or whatever. I'm more of an introvert and a homebody. He was a Scorpio Sagittarius, so I thought it was okay because he's a cusp. Ah, he's a Scorpio Sagittarius. You know, Sagittarians and Scorpios, they can both be pretty insensitive sometimes. So I don't think that was a good mixture. Especially in their younger years, the Sagittarius can be pretty aggressive. Sagittarians can come off pretty aggressive. And Scorpios can be kind of insensitive too when they want to be. I never dated a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. But I lived with a Scorpio and I lived with Sagittarius. My dad is a Sagittarius. And my aunt's a Sagittarius. They're very loving. They're very loving to the people who are closest to them. But they can be a little insensitive. In Sagittarius, especially the men, they can be really argumentative. Like, they just have to have the last word. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, they're not afraid of a challenge. You know, they like the challenge in things. These are not the kind of people that's just going to lay down and take nothing, you know. I've always ended up with the signs, especially in my younger years. I always ended up with the signs that I had no business ending up with. Like, I ended up with a Gemini. I don't know why. I don't know why. I ended up with a Libra. Never again. Listen, I can do Libra females, but I can't do Libra men. I cannot do Libra men. I cannot. If I had to choose, if I didn't have any choice and I had to choose between a Gemini and a Libra, I'll take the Gemini all day long. Can't do the Libra men. It's almost like we both wanted different things at the same time. It's been so many years and I don't really trust now. Yeah, you know, we weren't even together. We were just in a situationship, and now he wants to be with me. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. Well, I wouldn't say to cut him completely out. And this is just my own opinion now. Because maybe you guys, you know, maybe you guys can come to an alignment now. Is it back then that you guys kind of, you know, weren't seeing eye to eye? And now he's coming back and he's like, hey, let's work something out. Because one thing about men, if they're not happy, you know, with themselves, or if they're not happy with where they are in their own lives, it's almost impossible for them to be truly happy in a relationship. Because, you know, that's just the masculine side of him. He feels like, well, you know, maybe he felt like, because I don't know, but maybe he felt like, I can't give her what I want to give her right now. I can't give her what she requires of me right now. So maybe that's why it didn't work out. But maybe he's at a place in his life where he's ready. I would say, don't throw him completely away. If he didn't really do anything wrong, if he didn't, really like do anything that was disrespectful or disregarding your feelings, I would say don't throw him completely away. Give him a chance, see where his head is at. Don't take him, so serious at first. Make him prove himself. Make him show you that, he really wants something real. Make him, match up his words with his actions. Because I'm an action kind of person. You can talk to me. I'm not the kind of chick you can pillow talk to death. I really don't care about what comes out of your mouth. I care about what you actually do. So when you show me, then I'm on board. Because you can talk all day and I'll just tune your ass out. Because you can say anything out of your mouth. But if you really do care for him and he is, coming towards you and saying, hey, let's try to work something out, I would say have a conversation with him. Let him know exactly where you stand. Be open and honest. You are both grown. And, just watch him. See what he does with that. I wouldn't throw him completely away because maybe he's in a better, space in his life now. Maybe he's figured out whatever it is he needs to figure out. That's just me, though. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But if he's still with the games and BS and he wants to play around, yeah. Let him go find a sandbox to play in. Because we don't have time for that. My Leo friend text me right now. Oh, you know what? I I don't know why, but in my younger years, I did deal with an Aries. Oh God, never again. That was just terrible. Never again. Oh my gosh. I was young. If I'd have known better, if I would have known the stuff I know today, oh my gosh, I'd have walked away from all kind of situations. Girl, Geminis, one thing about a Gemini is you gotta know what kind of Gemini you got. Okay? Because they come in two different types. You have your extroverted Geminis and you have your introverted Geminis. And I say this all the time. I've said this in a previous video I did for the Sagittarius female and the Gemini man. If you have a very talkative Gemini, if you have an extroverted Gemini, 9 times out of 10, in some way, shape, or form, they'll tell on themselves. Geminis are naturally flirtatious, whether they're introverted or extroverted. Geminis are naturally flirtatious men. These are your very talkative men. These are people who have no problem with starting up a conversation with pretty much anybody. They're very... they're social butterflies, okay? And sometimes their flirtatiousness can be okay, well, he's not playing with you, okay? He's not playing with you. His exact words were, I made up my mind when I live with you, we go together. Well, how long have y'all been dealing with each other that he's like, all right. Oh, girl, I dealt with a Libra. I dealt with a Libra roughly about 7.5 years, and it was torture. It was hell and torture. It was terrible. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. If I was single right now and a dude approached me and he told me he was a Libra, I would run for the damn hills. I don't even want to know your name. Okay? I don't care. I don't care about nothing you have to say to me. Nothing. You a Libra? Get the hell away from me. Libras are, oh my God. And you know what? It's so terrible because not all men are the same. Not all Libra men are the same. But it's like every time I run into a female that's dealt with a Libra man, she's had the same similar hellish ass experience. So I'm like, it's got to be something about these Libras. It's got to be something about these Libras. Something wrong with their ass. Something wrong with them. I find that Libras and I would say Libra more than Aquarius, but like the Libra and the Aquarius, those air signs, they're shit starters. They like to start shit. Oh yeah, see, you better than me because you say something too crazy to me and I be ready to fight. Like, and it's almost like they like to provoke you, but then when you get to the point where you're like, okay, what's up? Then they back off and they play victim. I hate people like that. Like, be able to take what you dish out. You know what I'm saying? You can't poke the bear and expect the bear not to bite you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're shit starters. I don't do Libra men. Libra females are cool. I don't do Libra men. I don't do Aquarian men either. They're very cold. They're not mean, they're just cold and think they know it all. I don't do air signs, period. I really, I could do without the air signs, especially them Libras. I could do without them. Yeah, it got to the point where I was just like, I just have to ignore you because if I don't, like, bad shit's gonna happen. like, you keep testing me, and that's not a good idea. Oh. And that's the one that you're like, no thanks. That's the one that made the decision that he wants to be with you. He's poly. Okay, yeah, I don't judge. If poly is your thing, hey, poly is your thing. I do not judge people. Everybody has to live their life the way they choose to. But if you're not cool with that, then you do not have to be a part of that. Absolutely not. I don't share either. I don't share. I make that clear from the beginning of the relationship. I do not share. So if you're the type that's into that, dipping and dabbing with other women, I'm not for you because I don't share. I will drop you like a bad habit. I do not share. I'm selfish. I'm selfish. Yeah, I don't share. And if I find out you're being generous with yourself and you're supposed to be in a relationship with me, goodbye. Good evening, good night. I act like I do not know you. Yeah, poly has to be a kind of lifestyle that you're into. That's not something I'm into. I think that's like a new thing. I don't know if it's a new thing. What the hell? But yeah. I'm starting to see a lot more like poly relationships, people being open with being poly. I'm seeing that a lot. So, if that's what you into, then all right. But yeah, if you're not into that and you're not into that, then yeah, I understand why you're like, no thanks. I don't see how people do it. That has to be a personal preference. It's definitely not my preference. I've never been in a poly relationship. I don't think I would ever try nothing like that. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I'm old school. I don't, people get down with all kind of stuff. I'm very like, uh-uh. If we together, then we together. And if you want to explore other things, then we don't need to be together. It's just that plain and simple. Yeah, traditional one-on-one. Yeah. I don't have time. I don't even think I could juggle that. I don't even think I could keep up with like having to like emotionally fulfill two different people, like physically fulfill two different people. You deal with two different personalities, two different needs. Hell. There's two birth charts I'm got to deal with. I have to deal with my own. I got to deal with my own. Multiple personalities. I'm already a cuss sign. Now you're gonna bring all this extra shit? Like, no. Who does that? No thanks. Yeah, that has to be something that's for you. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I don't have the time, the patience, the energy. Cause I be done ignored the other one completely. I forgot all about your ass. I have a short attention span. I be done forgot all about the other person. Like, I forgot all three of us in a relationship. Yeah, come on. Hell to the no. Yeah, I'm good off that. Nah, thanks. Yeah, if it's that type of party and you ain't down for it, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot your ass was over there. That's me. I'm like, girl, I forgot your ass was over there. I don't have the time. I almost said that's for these young people. Like, I'm old, but, I see a lot of the younger generation getting into the whole poly relationship thing. My son bet not never. I just thought about that. He bet not. But you know what, though? The kind of child I have, how he is, I don't know. Because he's very flirtatious and charming. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I hope not. Lord, please. Please don't. I will close my front door. You let my son come home with two females talking about some, mommy, we in a poly relationship. I'm slapping all three of y'all. Slapping every last one of y'all. Let me not drink this whole bottle because I got to wake up to my 7-year-old. Lord have mercy. You got a 17-year-old. You could do this foolishness. I can't. Mine's be up bright and early requesting pancakes and turkey bacon. Like, my son is so funny because, like, he literally will plan his meals like a day ahead. He'll be eating dinner, like I will cook him dinner and he'll be eating dinner and he'll be like, Mom, tomorrow I want spaghetti. I'm like, can you digest what you're eating now before you start telling me what you want to eat tomorrow? Ridiculous. Yeah, this whole quarantine thing has turned me into a complete alcoholic. I'm sorry. I never used to drink like this either. Yeah. I actually started this channel because I was home on quarantine for a few months when COVID first hit. And it's something I had already like always thought about doing, but I never really had the time to do it. So I was like, well, let's do it. And I started the channel, and here I am now. I think this whole quarantine situation brought out the creativity in a lot of people. He knows what he wants. My son is cooking a lot more for himself. Okay, my brother's a vegan, and I'm not against being vegan. I have had some vegan dishes, and they're actually really good. You know what? I have a friend on Facebook, and he was talking about how I think his wife's aunt made vegan conch fritters, and I would love to try that because I'm allergic to conch. I love conch, but conch don't like me. So I'm like, I would love to try something like that. I'm not vegan, but I did give up pork. I don't eat any kind of pork or red meat. I just find that red meat doesn't digest very well. It like, I'll eat it and it just feels like it just stays there. Like, it doesn't digest, and I don't like that feeling. So I'll eat turkey, chicken, I'll have fish. But I really don't have to have meat with my meals, to be honest. Like, if I had to choose between like chicken and fish, I would probably do fish. Like, I love salmon. I love seafood, crab legs, lobster tails. Seafood is like my weakness. Hold on. BRB. Okay, I had to blow my nose. I'm feeling congested. I don't know why. Maybe because I have on a sundress. It's kind of cold in here. I don't know. Yeah, right? I never heard of vegan conch. I'm like, I wonder if it tastes like real conch. Because my cousin be making conch fritters and they look so good. But I'm like, I better not. Because I'm so allergic to them. But I love it. Yeah, seafood is going to be a... Like, I could give up everything else. But I don't know if I could give up a lobster tail. Or some crab legs. I had some crafty crabs not too long ago. I had me a crab boil not too long ago. It was so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do like mussels, clams. I don't like the texture of mussels. Like, to me, some of them, like, if they're not cleaned correctly, they taste like gritty. Like, ugh. I don't like that. And I don't like anything that have to slurp out of something. Like, I don't know how people eat that stuff. I do shrimps, crab legs, lobsters. My mom is allergic to lobster tail. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her. Lobster is just wonderful. That's a curse. To be born allergic to lobster tails, that's a curse. Oh, I love calamari. I love calamari. Oh my goodness. With that good sauce, I love me some calamari. And people, they don't like the tentacle parts, but I like that. To me, that's the best part. I love calamari. Yeah, I can't be no vegan because I like seafood. Would I still be like considered a vegetarian though? Like, what are those people where they don't eat they only eat vegetables, grains, and fish? Like, what are they? Are those vegetarians, pescatarians? What do you call those people? I don't know. Okay, that's my favorite part. Even if they're not fried, they can be steamed, fried. I will eat calamari in any way, shape, or form. I love calamari. Octopus, squid, whatever. I like sushi too. But I gotta be in the mood for sushi. Presbyterian. Let me look it up. Presbyterian. This Leo video turned into all kind of other stuff. Y'all gonna enjoy this later. Me and shout out to Autumn Smith. Been hanging out with me tonight. A pescatarian. Yeah, a pescatarian. They eat fish and veggies and stuff. Now I could do that, but I don't think I could give up meat completely. But I sometimes, like, I have a taste for like pork, or I have a taste for beef, so I'll buy like the vegan beef. I think they call them like beefless tips or something, and I'll just season them real good, make it with some rice or something, or maybe like put it in a pasta or something, like a stir fry. And I buy like the vegan pork, or I'll buy the plant-based sausage, or the vegetarian sausage, and I'll do turkey bacon and stuff like that. Hell, I'm trying. Oh, I miss oxtails. Now, you know I done gave up red meat, and you done brought up oxtails. Oh, one time my mom made some oxtails. Them things was so good. They be so good with that gravy and that rice, some cabbage, some cornbread. What? Things be hitting. Them things be hitting. I used to love me some good oxtails. Ooh. Girl, let me stop for you revert back. Let me stop for you revert back. Go get you some oxtails tomorrow. and a seafood boil. Especially when you get them from somebody that know how to cook them, and they be good and tender. All that juice, so that juice like the bone. What? Them things be hitting. Them things be good. I ain't had an oxtail in a minute. We gotta come back. We gotta come back. Okay? I ain't had an oxtail or a baby back rib in a long time. We gotta come back. And my daddy can barbecue some doggone ribs, okay? Okay? Things be falling off the bed. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to do better. But I have noticed that I've lost some weight since I've only given up pork and beef, and I've noticed that I have slimmed down. My brother, he became a vegan a few years ago, and he lost a lot of weight too. So I think it's a healthy change. I think when you know better, you should do better. It's a healthy change. All right. So I think we are at an hour and 29 minutes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live, my love. Thank you so much for coming on here and joining me. I have thoroughly enjoyed your company, and I hope that you have thoroughly enjoyed mine. It was very nice talking to you. Have a good night. Love and light.